All right. Good afternoon. No, good night, everybody.
What's
It is night.
up? Welcome to
Good
Inside
evening.
the Booth.
Son, what am I stupid? Hey,
I don't know. Are you?
I'm starting over. Look at me.
You look like you're in a blizzard or something.
I guess that's what it's supposed to look like, right?
A fallout
go.
blizzard.
My Fallout Blizzard, yes.
Well,
Hello, everybody. This is Dan Arena.
And this
Hello.
is David.
I'm Matthew.
And that's Matthew.
Yes. And that's Matthew on that side over
That's
there.
Matthew.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. You got it.
Yes.
This is what? The second to last apocalyptic show, huh?
It is. It is.
What do we got
It's gonna
going
be
on?
a good one. A sad day, maybe? I don't
No.
know. It's not going to be a sad day because
Two
then
men
we got
go
some
in,
awesome
one man
stuff.
comes out.
That's that's right. Two men enter,
Or a woman.
one man leaves.
Hey, it was only about men fighting in those days, I guess.
That's right.
Two men enter, one man leaves. Two men enter,
Uh-oh.
one man leaves.
Hey, bust
In
the
this-
heel, spin the wheel.
I guess in this case, it's three men enter, one
And-
man leaves.
Three men leave. So, welcome everybody. Thanks for watching us here at Inside the Booth. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and hit the like button. And I already said leave a comment, but leave some comments right now. Say hello. Tell us what you think of this movie as we go through this whole thing.
Yes. All right. Well, let's start.
Let's start it. I had a thing up and it just shut off on me. I don't know why. So I'm going to bring
Sweet.
it back up real quick. But my computer is running just a little bit slow because I'm a little slow.
All right. Well, I guess while we're waiting, don't forget to stop at the insidetheboothreviews.com/shop page and get yourself a mug. And then take a photo of yourself with that mug in a booth.
That's right.
Nice. In a booth.
That was good. I liked it.
And then post it on Facebook and other various platforms that we're on to show
Yes.
that you have a mug.
That's right. That's right. So we are reviewing Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Beyond
What?
Thunderdome.
So here's what the basic premise is. After being exiled from the most advanced town in post-apocalyptic Australia, a drifter travels with a group of abandoned children to rebel against the town's queen. Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
What's up,
I think there
Uncle
was
Mike
more.
Arena?
Uncle Mike. Woo!
Get that in there. Hey, Uncle Mike. How
Hey,
you
Uncle
doing?
Mike. We got ya. We see ya.
Sorry, as you're saying.
No, that's okay. I was gonna say there's also more to the plot than what IBDM is saying. IMDb, sorry, I get
That
those
took
letters
you a while
mixed
to
up
spit
all
that
the
out.
time. IMDb. Yeah, so that's what they said the plot's about, and I think there's a lot more. Do you want me to start
Sure,
talking
you can
about
start.
it, or do you want to
since
start talking?
No, you already started, so let's go.
Okay,
with you.
so I already started talking. So yeah, I think it stars Mel Gibson, Tina Turner, Bruce Spence, and some other people. That's lovely. So
They're all
I
in the
think-
beginning credits too, nonetheless.
yes. I thought the plot had more to it. I mean, there was more of him going against the people in the town. What was the name of the town again? Bartertown.
Bartertown. That's right.
Bartertown. That's right. And you have to barter if you're going to enter, apparently. That's what they said to Mel Gibson's character, Mad Max. And I think Mel Gibson looked pretty darn good looking. And I loved his costumes. I loved his hair in this movie when it was long and short. So anyways.
Let's get back to the plot.
And then he gets lost in the desert, and then these little kids find him. Well, I guess they're not all little kids. They seem like at least teenagers, you know, late
There's a couple of young adults in there.
Yeah, late teens or early 20s, you know, type of young adults. And they, I guess, bring him back to life because he was almost dead. And then they just... they want to go out and look for the Maro land. And he tells them all that it doesn't exist. And because they leave, he decides to go and find them to help them. So, yeah. All right, go ahead, bro.
All right, I'll go next.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go next. Your description of this movie bored me to death, so I don't think I would even give this movie a point for a plot. After hearing you talk like that, I was just like, oh, I never want to see this movie again in my entire life. So, yeah.
Awesome.
My take on this plot was, you ready? My take.
Yeah, go ahead.
Am I in Never Never Land? Did I go to Never Never Land and visit the Lost Boys with a couple of, girls?
Couple of girls.
A couple of girls there. Their story was great. General Walker.
That's right.
They thought Max was Walker. General Walker. The accent was great. Australians talking like Aussies.
Yep, that's what they are.
The plot of this movie for me. I'm sorry. This plot?
Plot? Yeah. The slow talking, me talking slowness.
I can't. I didn't find anything good about this plot except for the Thunderdome.
The Thunderdome. That's right. That was about half the movie, right? Half the movie was before the kids came in. No, it was within the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was short. I mean, he
really.
Hold on.
Some of it.
Max gets his caravan of camels taken away from him by a nerd and his nerdy son in an airplane. Okay. Right. And they take all that stuff to Bartertown, and he chases them on foot.
Yeah.
Really? In the desert on foot? Okay. I didn't see any water or canteens on him.
The monkey threw the water down. Did you see that? With his boots and a couple of other things.
I thought that was after the Thunderdome.
No. That was during that part, and the monkey was part of after the Thunderdome also.
So really the monkey is the hero of the story, because without the monkey, Max would have died in the desert.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The monkey was his friend or something. I think they got the monkey idea from...
They went off the rails with this third movie, okay? This third movie made no sense compared to Road Warrior and the original Mad Max.
That's
true. It was thrown, hey, let's just throw this in there. Let's just throw it in there. A lot of fun. Let's throw
get Tina Turner.
Yeah, let's get Tina Turner
for the 80s. Yeah.
Let's get Tina Turner.
I don't give this plot a point, guys.
The children. I dug the costumes though. I'm a costume guy, so I dug how they did the costumes.
Were good. I agree with that.
Sweet,
I
man.
don't know.
The visuals, and I like the visuals.
There's some costumes that should have just never been in there.
I
personally didn't care for the costumes in this movie.
Are you talking about kids' costumes where they only had like the little flap in front of them, like Adam and Eve? Yeah, loincloths. Yeah.
No, theirs were better than the bondage people in Bartertown.
Oh, the ones in the
leather.
In the basement, not the basement.
That's
under
dominatrix
with all the pigs.
That whatever that is. That's actually the storyline of Mad Max. After the atomic bomb blew up, they all started wearing bondage clothing. So I don't know. Leather.
Anything
whips.
goes.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
The feathers in their hair.
They're all whacked out. Anyway,
well, this movie was made in the 80s. Got to remember that.
Yeah.
It definitely was an 80s
There
movie.
was a lot of movies made in the 80s, bro, and they weren't as weird as this.
You'll probably never see a movie like this ever again, though, with today's world. I mean, that's a very rare kind of film for back in the day. Any really like crazy action-packed movie from the 80s, I don't think you'll probably ever see that again, which is unfortunate because they were just, what is going on? Okay, I'm here to being entertained.
Yeah, that's right.
Things exploding. Okay.
Yeah, it was an entertaining movie, you know.
It was. I'm not it wasn't entertaining, but
well, you know, I guess for costumes, you're right. There's some costumes that didn't do it for me, but I did dig Mad Max's costume. You know, Mel Gibson's costume.
Yeah,
that was probably like the best costume there. He almost looked like a towel head in the beginning, and then he takes it off.
Wow.
I thought that was cool. Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah, nicely done, bro. Anyways.
Anyway. Matthew, what about you on the plot?
Did you even give it a point, Dan?
Not yet. I was just waiting for everybody to talk about it first.
Oh, okay. I already said no point, so.
Okay, no point for you. Okay.
Yeah, I was the beginning part I found interesting. You know, it kind of started off well. Mm-hmm. Like a new type of area that he's going to. We get to learn about the Bartertown. The only reason he's there because he's looking for his stuff because of the guy that stole it. And then eventually you don't see that guy until the very, very end. So this whole point was just he was pretty much the book. He was the bookends to this film, that flying guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then I thought the whole thing in the town was awesome up to the part where he got booted out. And I was just like, what is going on? I wanted to see more of Bartertown. I wanted to see more relationships within that town, more than anything than what happened to him going off in the desert.
Right.
Otherwise,
what's the deal?
Yeah,
spin the wheel.
I did like.
That's what happened.
Yeah. There was I don't know if you saw like what he landed on was called the Gulag.
Yeah,
I thought that was interesting because it's a whole Gulag from way back in the day during World War II. So I thought I was like, huh, interesting. Okay. But you did not want to be part of the Gulags back in the day. They just not a good time in history. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't give this a point at all. It went off the rails really fast because the whole movie was based on Thunderdome. Okay,
right, was supposed to be based
and then nothing. He was in the desert.
Yeah.
I wanted more action sequences in the Thunderdome. It was cool while they were fighting. That was a really cool concept with the like the rubber band kind of things they had going on there and flipping and getting the weapons off the walls. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And the guy introducing the main guy, who's very theatrical. He was probably my favorite character in the whole film. Ladies and gentlemen, one and all, welcome to the Thunderdome. Like that guy, he's perfect. He was my favorite character in the film.
Here.
Yeah. I'm very big into theatrical stuff, so like he did, I thought that was great.
Yeah, definitely.
But it was definitely a circus of a film, though. Oh man,
you ain't kidding. It was crazy.
So I guess I have been persuaded that yes, you're
persuaded.
Right. The plot.
Persuaded. You didn't have your own opinion before we started talking?
No, I did. I kind of liked it. You know, that was one of my favorite Mad Max movies growing up. So
give it a point, bro. Why don't you just give it a point?
But you guys are right, though. There's really no You know, like it's all.
No, this
over
is
the
on you.
place.
This is
Right,
we did our individual one.
That's right. That's right.
We did the individual one. You got to go based on what you think of it. That's how this whole thing stays the course.
So I guess I'll give it a point just because I do, you know, grew up liking this movie.
Okay, now see that's good. It's good. Just because we shared our opinion, you know.
Well, but you're right, though. In your opinion, I think you're right, you know, because it was all over the place and there was really no reason to be doing half the stuff they did in the movie. But
yeah, like here's a good piece of information for you.
You need to get way off my back on this one with the plot.
All right, I don't care. Here's a good piece. Nowhere in the world were we even forewarned that there was a prophecy about the Walker. Like, there was not even a hint, even in the beginning of the movie.
Right, that's true.
That pointed out, hey, you know, there's a prophecy about somebody who's going to come and save us.
Right.
Nothing.
Right. Not a single hint.
Right,
so
and you don't see these kids until halfway in the movie, basically. Anyways,
yeah.
you don't.
They tell you right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, by the way, there's this thing.
Here you go.
Let me tell the tale.
Yeah. This would be a good pitch meeting for.
And Mel Gibson's
Ryan
character
George.
is just like bewildered. He's just like, "What is happening?"
Yeah. He was like very dictatorship too. Once he pulled that other kid, you know, that young man's little staff, he knew it was a rifle, turned it into a gun, started shooting at everybody. Where you think you're going? You ain't leaving this place.
This is Tomorrowland. You're not gonna find it anywhere because it all. Yeah. Go ahead.
And the little girl, the young woman, we be tracking. Tracking what?
Did you smell something?
Yeah.
See some
How about this too? They basically had a paradise. They had fresh, clean water.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're gonna leave fresh, clean water.
Yep.
What's wrong with a little fallout?
That was funny. That pulls out his...
Did you hear me? I got water here. What's wrong with a little fallout?
Yeah, this movie was goofy, man. This was a goofy movie. Had good concepts, but it was goofy.
Yeah, you know, if they stuck with one and then made like maybe 2 movies out of it, stuck with certain things, it would have been a little better. I think you're right. The kids.
I thought of Back to the Future when they were on the train.
Yeah.
I thought of that. I was like, well, okay, we're Back to the Future stuff. What's happening here?
Kind of like what me and Matt were bantering about earlier this morning about the whole thing. You said
that was funny. That was too funny.
You said,
I only said one thing. You guys.
Yeah. So it is an 80s movie, and back in the 80s, everybody started catering to children. You know, children movies. I think it all started because of Star Wars, because George Lucas made toys from Star Wars, and it blew up, you know. So everybody's like, well, let's get into that vein and see if we can make a movie that people buy, you know, toys and make it kid friendly so that, you know, kids will buy toys.
That's like Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yeah, exactly.
Kid friendly.
Yeah, because if you watch Mad Max and Mad Max Road Warrior, that's not really kid friendly type, you know, content. It's more like, you know, it's a real movie about stuff. I don't know, you know,
like rape.
Yeah, rape, and killing, and I mean there was a little killing in here, you know, and one kid did die, so you know it's not. You didn't see that?
The one that fell?
The one that got sucked in the sand. Woo-woo.
Oh yeah.
Help me now.
But what about Master? Not Master, Blaster.
Blaster. Yeah, Blaster died. You know, he was
like a kid.
Yeah, he was like a kid. He had a child's mind. He was in the first Mad Max movie.
Was
and
he?
He was. Yeah, he was.
Missed it.
If you go back and watch it, he's toward the end of the movie where he helps Mad Max and his wife, but she dies anyways. But yeah, he's in that movie. So I think it was just a callback for him to be in the movie again, you know? So, I mean...
To kill him off.
To kill him off, that's right.
Whatever happened to the guy at the end of Mad Max? I don't know. Let's bring him back in the third Goofy movie and kill him off.
Yeah, the third Goofy movie. It's Walker now. His name's Walker. Hey, Captain. Stop.
Maybe we'll get a fourth one later with Mel Gibson.
What's that?
Maybe we'll finally get a fourth one after all these years, since everything's being remade and remade.
Even though they already did Road Fury or something like that.
Mad
Fury
Max,
Road.
Fury Road, yeah.
With what's that guy's
wasn't
name?
Really, yeah.
The guy who plays Venom.
And Bane.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
there
his
you
name.
go.
I don't think he's even that good looking of a guy. I mean, Mel Gibson's 10 times better looking. But hey.
All right then.
Yeah.
My preference is, you know.
Well, we know now.
That's funny.
All right. What's next?
What's next?
Acting.
Acting is next. I think Mel Gibson's acting did a great job.
With the few dialogue he had.
Yeah, he didn't have much. Tina Turner,
5 pages worth, and that's it.
not really. She didn't really do too well. I didn't like her acting as much. You know, obviously she's a singer, not an actress. And I didn't like the part, you know, in the beginning where he goes into Tina Turner's palace or whatever it is up on the skyscraper thingy.
Yeah, her palace. That works.
Yeah. All right. I didn't like the part where he's walking in. The blind guy's playing the sax, right? And then she says, Donko, or whatever his name is, play something tragic. He starts playing again, and he's playing the same exact thing he was playing when Mel Gibson walked in. So that it didn't do, you know, that part didn't do it for me. I was like, they should have played something a little different. You know? Yeah, from Star Wars, yep. Exactly.
That would be funny.
That's awesome.
Play that song again. All right, it's the only one we know.
Wasn't this Mad Max movie the one that brought Mel Gibson out into the open where now he started becoming famous? Isn't that this one? Or was it the one before it?
No, I thought it was the first one that got him.
Oh, it could have been the first one.
Opened him up. Yeah, it was the first one.
Okay.
And then, you know, he probably got a contract to do all three.
Right, of course.
Trilogy.
Yeah. That's fun. So I don't know. I guess I'll give acting a point just because Mel Gibson is a good actor. So
Mel Gibson holding it up.
That's right. That's right.
All right. My turn on acting. Well, my Pinky probably can do a better job acting than most of the people in that movie. Just saying.
And you got to remember too, though.
Let's see.
They're Australian, so it's not like they're Aussies, you know.
Hello there.
Maybe that's good acting for Australia. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. This was an Aussie film, but
it is.
I mean, for an Aussie film, I think it did pretty well in the States. But
right,
again, it's Mel Gibson holding it up. It's not like you got this great cast of people to come alongside.
There's Tina Turner. Everybody knew who she was.
Right.
For music, you know.
That was just a name grab, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tina.
Yeah, that's a selling point.
We like you, Tina. Why don't you come on in here?
It's kind of like Jennifer Lopez nowadays.
That's for PR.
You know, she
PR.
can't act. She's a singer. She can't act, you know?
Well, even her acting, singing isn't that great. So.
Whoopsie.
Talk about Jennifer Lopez, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Her singing's not that great. You're right.
You know, most of these celebrities, artists, singers lip sync anyways when they're on stage doing anything big. It's not them really doing the work.
Yeah, it's nothing new. What the monkeys started it, right? hey, we're the monkeys.
So, anyways, do I give acting a point? Because it's Mel Gibson, I give it a point.
I mean, right,
holding it up now. Holding this movie together, bro.
I also would say Bruce Spence wasn't that bad.
Bruce Spence. I don't know.
The Mouth of Sauron in Lord of the Rings. He's also a guy from one of the Star Wars prequels.
Okay, but who is he in this movie?
He's the guy in the airplane. He drops his. He hits him.
The bookend guys.
Beginning
and ending.
The nerd that only showed up in the beginning and the end. Yeah.
Right. Well, he's in the middle a little bit here and there. He
shows up his face. His face is in there.
And then he leaves.
Watching Max fight. He's at the Thunderdome watching Max fight.
That's it.
And he's the one who starts the chant.
That's
two
right.
men in, one man out. Two men in.
No, it's two men enter, one man.
And he got a paycheck for that.
You gotta say it right.
Well, you need to say the spin the wheel right because you keep messing it up.
Break a deal, spin the wheel.
No, it's bust a deal.
Oh, bust a deal. That's right. Bust a deal.
You don't spin
the wheel.
No, it's not spin. It's bust a deal. Face the wheel.
Are you sure? I thought it was spin
Either way,
the
it's
wheel.
horrible.
You better look that up right now, bro.
All right.
We better be accurate here.
I guess forget about being accurate. My computer's too slow.
You got to be accurate on this horrible film.
You have to be accurate in this channel. Inside the booth, accuracy, transparency. Right. All of these. I guess I should have
watched it with the subtitles on.
Maybe you should have.
I should have.
Bust a deal, face the wheel. Bust the deal, face the wheel. Bust the deal, face the wheel.
All right.
And Max didn't even want to spin it, but they put his hand on there and forced him to spin it anyways.
That's right. That's true.
The best part of his deal was getting that big old ugly thing on his head.
That used to backwards. Be like a fast food restaurant, right? I forgot which one it was. What was it called? So, yeah. Something burger something.
Was it Big Boy Burger?
Big Boy, right? I think
bouncing right backwards with the horse trying to drink water in front of it instead of a carrot. It had water. Yeah. Anyways. And then the monkey saves his life.
Yes, I guess. That's right.
Anyways, just for Mel, I give it a point.
Me too.
I don't even think Mel did a great job. I think Mel was on the set and he was like, "Why am I doing this again? Why am I putting myself through this? Oh yeah, I'm getting paid. I got kids to feed. All right, let's do this movie." I don't even think he was fully invested into this third film, honestly. Just saying.
No, I don't think so at all.
Because I think he could have acted a lot better than what he did. And of course, we know acting has a lot to do with directing too. So maybe the director was like, "Why am I doing this movie again? This is not the one I wanted to do. Right. I wanted to do Fury Road, not Beyond Thunderdome. Fury Road." I don't know.
Well, it did have that car scene, where the cars are driving.
What, towards the end?
That's what the audience
at the end.
Yeah.
Where they're on a train?
The plane saves the day.
Chasing the train.
A small plane has so many people in it.
That's right.
It's weird. How did they not have the little guy when he's doing his stuff? How did somebody not learn what he was doing so they could, in case the little guy dies, who else is gonna, do the methane that comes from pig,
Whoopsie.
Even though they could be pooping it out themselves. But
It's called job security.
That's right. Even in the apocalypse, there's job security somewhere.
That's right. All right, so
Who
David,
run Bartertown? Who run Bartertown?
yeah, right.
Mr. Blaster runs Bartertown.
I think you're doing a better job, bro. We should put you in it.
I should.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'll
So
give it a
it
point
is
for
Big
Mel.
Boy. Okay, Big Boy
There you go.
Burgers is the head there, and there are some left, but only in Toronto, Canada.
Go figure. Surprised they didn't close down by now.
Hmm.
So
All right, Matthew.
there we go. Matthew, what do you
Give
gonna
us your insight.
of the acting?
I thought the acting was mediocre. I didn't think Mel Gibson did a great job of like in the second or first one. So there were like side characters that did all right, but the characters I really liked in the film, I wanted to see more, but you never really did. So I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't give this a point at all in acting.
There you
Give
go.
it a 0.
0.
Zero.
Are you tallying this up, bro?
I am.
Okay.
Okay. So question though about that
Mhm.
small guy. Did you guys like him? He like got blown up and he looked like he died like 3 times and he's still alive in the end. And then at the end, when he really does die, he flips the bird.
Are we talking about Master?
No. We're talking about the other short guy that's the bodyguard, like the main bodyguard guy that tells all the other bodyguards what to do.
Oh,
He had the
weird
thing on the head, like the face. Yeah, that weird guy.
Oh, that's the side character that had the Japanese mask he was always wearing.
Yeah.
No, in the back of as a book bag.
Yeah.
He was
I forgot about him. He wasn't really. I mean, I know he was like a character that you saw from time to time, but I completely forgot about him while we're doing this show. So I'm like, I don't give it.
Right. Well, I liked his one line in the movie. Tina Turner asks him, "You think you can do it?" He goes, "Maybe." And then, but when he screams, he goes, "Ah!"
Like, the beginning.
Like it's so high pitched. You're like, wait a minute. He had a nice deep voice when he said maybe, and then now he's got this high pitched voice every time he screams to die 4 times. I don't know why they didn't kill him off when he died the first time. They should have just left him alone.
I'm telling you, those Goonies
But yeah, this was definitely
Minions.
80s. Yeah, the Minions. Yep.
They were all wearing bondage clothing. I didn't like any one of them. I hoped that they would have died.
It's like, why? Because. Well, okay then.
Yeah, exactly. Okay then. How does that protect them? How does that protect them from fallout? By the way.
Yeah.
Their clothing
because their
choice,
skin. Yeah, their skin is showing all the time.
Their clothing choice in the whole Mad Max universe is horrible.
That's true.
Every one of them should have like some kind of skin disease.
They should have.
The only one that actually clothed himself was Max.
But they don't.
That's true.
Yeah, but they don't.
And some of the citizens that were in Bartertown, they were clothed too with some cool costumes. But the main bad guys, you're right.
I wonder if that's a Hollywood thing where, hey, this is what we do behind closed doors. So we have to show little bits and pieces of what we do in real life. Here, put some bondage clothing on.
Yeah. Everyone in theaters, every movie star is really a bondage slave.
Probably. Well, okay then.
Let's move on. Did you give that? You gave it a no point. That's right.
Yeah.
Cinematography. I thought they did pretty well. I liked they shot on location. I like the wide shots. I like the close shots. I liked how the sand just blows in the wind.
I'm waving to Yuli Johnson.
Yuli.
She's laughing at us. It's good.
She is laughing at us. Hello, Yuli. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, I like how the sand blows in the wind, and I like how they built Bartertown. Bartertown was built in Sydney, Australia, if you guys didn't know that. Not that you guys care about that.
Well, for the movie
some
sake,
useless information, you know.
No, it's good. It's good to know because this is an Aussie movie. I mean, I'd figure somewhere in Australia they built Bartertown.
Yeah. That's where they filmed Bartertown. So I give cinematography a point.
All right. I give cinematography. I guess I'll give it a point. I did like the wide shots. I did like the fact that it didn't look like CGI. They actually, obviously, it's an 80s movie. CGI. I get it. There's no CGI in 80s movies. But, well, that's not true. No, that's not true. There are some movies with CGI in it from the 80s because they were just, entering into that whole genre of filmmaking. Right. But
Yuli says she's not laughing at us, laughing at the talk about the movie choice of fashion.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Whatever. It's still
that's
funny.
Basically what I thought she was laughing about. But yeah, the whole thing is funny.
That's what I thought too. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh, so I did like, their shots.
Yeah.
I would have liked to known where they shot the Neverland Children. If that was on if that was on site or if that was
on site, I believe. I don't know.
So
I did read some of it, but I guess I didn't read that far. I was trying to.
So in terms of cinematography, it was a good film.
Right.
In that aspect, because it took a lot, and the lighting. You're filming in a like a desert, so you got to know your lighting skills to make everything work. So I give it a point. All right,
the desert is really bright.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, moving on. Matthew, what?
Yeah, I thought the lighting was actually very tight, with all the changing of the light sequences. The darkness inside with the pigs, and then the scenery outside in the desert. I thought it was done really well. Mm-hmm. The cinematographer, I looked him up. His name was Dean Semler, who was also the cinematographer for Dances with Wolves and Apocalypto. So very, very great cinematographer guy there. So I give it a point. I definitely give it a point for that aspect.
Nice.
There
we go. Something good came out of Beyond Thunderdome so far.
That's right.
The cinematographer.
Yeah. All right, now we're on to the music and the score of the movie. It was definitely an 80s sound, definitely, jazzy 80s Tina Turner sounding music.
Circus music.
Did it fit the movie? I don't think it did. I think they should have used like a regular what are they called? Not a choir. All the strings and the horns and the big musical instrumental stuff. I forgot what they call it, but yes.
An orchestra.
That's the word I was looking for. Yes, they should have used an orchestra for most of this movie. The jazzy parts didn't really fit. A couple of the 80s sounds might have fit a couple of spots, like in the pigs area, but it really wasn't the best.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I just was reminded.
So memorable.
Yeah. So I was just reminded of a scene of the movie where the mechanic is running, and he's like, they're going after Mad Max, and she goes, "Yeah, we're gonna get him. We're gonna bring back the little man, and we're gonna rebuild the town." And he's like, "What?" Like, what? I don't want to do that. That was pretty funny. I don't know why that came to my head, but there it is.
She should have used the line, "Build back better."
Build back better. That's right.
If you build it, they will come.
That's right. That's right.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
All right, so I don't give the music a point at all.
No, you do not.
No.
And your description of it bored me to death, so I don't think I'll give it a point either.
Good. Yuli, you play music. Why don't you tell us what you thought about the music of this movie?
Yeah,
if you've
did you
seen it
watch
recently. If you watched it, yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Have you seen it recently?
Anyways, so it's my turn, so I'll be quick about this.
Yep.
I think because the movie is a circus and not a real movie or epic at all, the music fit.
Okay.
And in that terms, I'll give it a point just to irritate everybody here, because it did feel like a circus to me. I was like, ooh, oh, another scene. Oh, another scene. Where are we? I don't know.
La-di-da.
It's the midget.
Oh, do you remember the scene with the quicksand?
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
Wait, which scene? The horse or the kid?
The kid. So
Okay.
how did they go to the same exact spot as like I was just like so confused. You just randomly came to the same spot in the desert? Really?
I guess so.
Could be.
So
That was just silly.
That poor child is with the horse.
That's right. In the stand somewhere.
See, if you were to put epic music like John Williams into this, and we have to
Zimmer.
Was Hans? Yeah, Hans was around that time. So, and Hans Zimmer. If you were to put these guys to this movie, the movie would be about the music and not anything else, because it would just. I guess it would be fine, but it just wouldn't feel right, because they're like really. I'm not saying this guy who composed the music is bad for the score, but it just, maybe when he was watching the film, he thought it was a circus himself. So
Probably.
So he probably just said, "Why am I going to like spend a lot of time making this epic? This is really not an epic movie. So we're just going to lower the expectation, lower the standards here, and just make it really goofy throughout the whole film." And hey, I'll give it a point for that.
It's like, oh, they're giving me $20,000. If they gave me 50, I might have went above and beyond.
That's awesome.
For me, yes, those two, I wrote that down. Very chaotic music in this. Sort of fits with some scenes, and sometimes I thought it was just okay. Nothing really blew my mind away in the music with each scene, so I give it a half a point.
The first half of the night.
There you go.
Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Next
is
allegory.
the last category, called the allegory. I didn't really put too much thought in the allegory, actually.
I don't know how you could.
I got two.
Ooh.
Did you get two?
I have one, but
the movie was, I thought, 2-3 movies in one or something like that.
Right. I mean, there was one part where Mel Gibson, he's like this, bad mercenary guy in the beginning, and he's supposed to kill Blaster, and in the end he doesn't do it, so he had compassion for him, after he found out who he was and what he was. He wasn't just this monster, he was a human, he was a guy that he knew, and he's like, wait a minute, this wasn't part of the deal. So he had the compassion there not to want to go through with killing him. And then
and it said so in the script.
Yeah. And I think his character of redemption toward the end of even though these people thought he was a god, he's like, no, that's not me. I'm not Walker. It's not me, but I will help. I guess that's about all I got out of it.
Oh, you just gave me a cool idea. Take those scenes where they're talking about Walker and then input Walker, Texas Ranger.
Nice.
He's the Walker.
That would be good.
All right.
You just give me that idea.
Just a side note, because my brother just made me think of Maximus, right? From Gladiator, right? So
Decimus Meridius.
So when Maximus chose mercy, right, and compassion over his defeated foe, they started chanting, Maximus the Merciful, Maximus the Merciful. And so now his fame was growing, and it just made me think of Mad Max in the Thunderdome. And they should have started chanting, Max the Merciful, Max the Merciful. And it would have been a great...
That would have been cool. But you got to remember, too, he was the man with no name.
Oh,
they didn't know his name.
They didn't know his name. But
Bob.
we did.
That's right, we did.
Because
we know the name of the movie.
They didn't.
They didn't. That's a good point. But still, it just made me think of that. I thought it would have been a funny thing. I don't know why. I probably just bored you to death with it. So well, let's move on. I got an allegory for you.
So I gave it a point. Yes.
You gave the allegory a point?
Yeah. I
Okay.
like,
You know what I've noticed, Dan? You tend to find redemption in a lot of movies.
Mm-hmm.
You are keen on that. You pick it up pretty quick.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
There's something about you and redemption that draws you.
And there's something about you and brotherhood.
All men to be saved.
That's right.
Forgiveness.
That's right. Forgiveness. That's right.
Forgiveness.
And bro, there's something about you and brotherhood.
I know, because I want all men to be healed.
You want all men to be brothers. Be brothers.
Come together, unite.
Unite as one.
Yes.
All right. And when we say not just, okay. But I want the whole bride of Christ to come together, not just men only.
Well, I want to
see women too get together. But anyways,
cats, dogs.
So to me,
all of them.
When you say brotherhood, that's more of just it's more like a unisex type of statement. Yeah,
generalized statement. I got you. Yeah. Anyways, all right. So here comes the brotherhood thing that is coming out of me. It's the only thing I got for allegory was more of a discipleship moment. Max randomly popping up with the Neverland kids. And, he becomes like a leader. Not that he chose to be a leader, but he becomes one. So, in this moment, he has an opportunity to equip them, to train them, to disciple them, to know how to truly live life in the world that they are in and not follow fantasies that they've been given or they believe in, Right. So I guess for an allegory, it's not so much an allegory to Christ, but an allegory to the church. Right. So it's like, God calls somebody, even if this prophecy in the movie was legit or not. I mean, they made it look like it was a legit prophecy because of the painting on the wall. Mm-hmm. It looks like Mad Max, right?
Yeah. So they should have started off the film with telling the prophecy or have a shot of it like on the wall in the very beginning of the film, and then open up with Mel Gibson's character.
Exactly.
Then it would have fit togeture.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Agreed.
You're right. Maybe the editing was really bad.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Anyways, so in terms of like leadership and church leadership and just raising people up, that's what I got out of it. Like, even though he was frustrated that they thought he was something when he himself thought he was nothing, but they, in a way, they built him up to become something better than what he thought he was. And so because of what they believed, he took that and started to pour back into them. And so then towards the end, right, they were able to gather up their forces and take on Bartertown.
That's right.
And Tina Turner.
And Tina Turner. We's be going tracking now to take out whatever that woman's name is in this movie. I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
So memorable.
Tina. So memorable.
So memorable.
Memories. All right. There you go. 1 point.
Nice.
So I got two.
Give us your two.
Sort of similar kind of thing what you said, Dave. I wrote down, this is like kind of the second half of the film allegory. Teach the next generation not to repeat the sins of the past, and make sure you know correctly about the past and to remember it. Because they had the whole drawing on the wall, and like,
that's good.
You know, I got that out of that. And then also, chaos will always be a circus. That's my second one.
Nice. So true.
Kind of like, you know, black and white, I guess. I got out of those too.
Well,
but as a whole, did it like, you know, I actually had to like really look into that to draw that out. So like, did they tell it well enough? I don't think they told it well enough, but I had to think about it a little bit and be like, oh, okay. I give it half a point. I'm not going to give it a full point.
There you go. Hey, it's all right. Your two halves will equal one.
There you go.
That's right. So, with the along the lines of allegory here, I just thought of another one. Mel Gibson. He was like basically, what did that girl say? He was half dead, or he was dead. The death jumped him already. Basically, you know, he was already dead, and then they bring him back kind of to life, and they're looking for Walker
Texas Ranger
prophecy thing. Basically, you know, he's like a dead man. It's been years and years. They don't know anything about it, and then he finally comes as like a prophecy comes in. You know, so like Jesus is coming back, type of thing.
Ooh.
So, I just thought about that.
That's pretty good, yeah.
More redemption.
Yeah, Jesus came back. He's alive again.
Didn't Mel Gibson hit the girl though in the movie?
He did. He punched her.
Punched her right in the face.
Yeah, because she kept going after.
You'll never see that again in a film.
That's true. You won't.
You won't. That's for sure.
Unless it's an independent film and gets no support from Hollywood and no one sees it.
That's right. That's right.
Whoopsie.
Well, yeah, I mean,
that'll always be funny.
Wait a minute. Don't these superhero movies, the women get hit anyways? They get punched and stuff.
That's true.
I mean, they punch back, though.
Yeah, but that's Wonder Woman. She can take a hit.
She can take a hit. Yeah, that's true.
You won't. I think what Matthew's saying is you're not going to see a man punch a woman,
right?
Period, and knock her out,
right? And it's not like a superhero.
You're going to see women today fight back. It's going to be you punch me, I punch you back.
Yeah.
You would have to do it in such a way to make it would have to. I would do it as an independent film, and you would have to have like the girl overpowering the man like the entire time, and you want the audience to be like, why doesn't he do anything? He's a man, you know. That's to get that like emotion out. No, seriously. And in today's world, you gotta kind of have to think about that, and then
I'll tell you why he doesn't. I'll tell you why he doesn't do anything. He's woke.
Yeah, he's woke.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way you got to tell it. Like you have to have the audience be like,
so just
That's true. That would be a good storytelling piece. But we know
where Matthew's
because
actually,
when I was working for Life Touch, there was this couple that I had, and the woman was definitely overbearing on the man. I think they were I definitely think they were married. And he was just like the most feeblest man I've ever met. And I was like so heart-stricken for him. Like anything he ever said, she just looked at him with like, I rule you kind of look. Like I'm being serious. And the guy was just like, oh, I'm sorry. Like he was just quivering. I'm like, man, I got to pray for that guy. Because it was bad, man. Like, all the stuff you learn about, like, the dark stuff and whatnot. And, oh, man, that was not a good relationship. I'm like, I never want anything like that in a relationship.
Yeah,
Note to self. That's like 10 red flags when I was talking to them. I felt really bad for the guy.
It's too bad.
And this is in a church. The control over this woman over the guy was just seeping out, and this was in a church.
Yeah,
I was like,
there.
"Whoa!"
He was woke.
Yeah, I know.
So was
He
she.
was woke.
So was she.
Woke. Before woke was woke, it was woke.
That's true.
Right.
Yuli says men do that too when they shouldn't.
Well, yeah, of course. But I'm just saying, it's just one incident that I saw that I was just like, man, I really felt for that guy. Like I don't know if he's what's going on. I hope he got out of it. Because you can definitely see the abusive relationship right up front. It's not just men or women or women or men. It can happen in either or.
Yeah,
that's true.
Abuse equals dysfunction. Dysfunction comes from broken families.
Yes,
that's true.
But people need Jesus.
That's why we need healing and brotherhood and redemption.
Yes.
Forgiveness.
Yeah. Forgiveness. That's it. It's drop the mic. Right. You just did it. Forgiveness.
That's
Forgiveness.
That's it, baby.
Boom. Here's my mic. I can drop it. It's a tiny one.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Drop the tiny mic.
That's it. Yep.
Got to put that on a hoodie now.
Drop the tiny mic.
Drop the tiny mic.
We're gonna have some awesome merch. You better write that down.
I'm gonna write that down.
Write that
down.
Drop
the tiny mic.
We got a few merch things that just pop up once in a while when he.
I know, just comes to our mind.
He just comes to his head. I want that as a shirt. I want that. I want that too.
As a hoodie. Make it a hoodie.
Make it a hoodie. Make it a shirt. Make it a hat. I don't know.
That's good stuff.
All right. I think this concludes our show for tonight.
I think so.
Yeah.
Sadly, we must go. Until Tuesday.
Total.
What's
the total?
So,
oh yeah,
that's
the total?
Right. The total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10.
Do you know how to count?
10. No. 10. We got 10. 10 altogether. Yep. 10 altogether.
Right.
Yep.
Wow, this is, I guess, a decent movie. Who would have
It's
known?
an okay movie. You got to remember though, 10 out of 15. Remember, there's 3 of us.
It's
so.
still.
That's it. That cinematographer held it up, man.
Yeah,
that's right.
Mel Gibson and cinematography just kept this movie together.
That's right. That's right.
Nice. That's funny. Yes.
Yuli said funny shirts out there nowadays.
That's
right.
Yeah.
We got to make our own funny shirts, I guess.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Drop the tiny mic.
Drop that tiny mic. That would be awesome. It's got to be a silhouette of a guy with a small little microphone like this, and the mic is falling.
Since we're doing this movie, you should have the monkey dropping the tiny mic.
Oh, there you go. A monkey dropping the tiny mic.
There you go. Just to reference where
the
this
movie,
thought came from.
That's right. All right.
The monkey's the real hero. That's
right. He actually is. This was all about the monkey and that midget man. That's what this movie was about, right?
Yo, wow. You are so politically correct these days, bro. The midget man.
The midget man.
Today we call them tiny people.
I would love to be in the writer's room. So how is he gonna get like water? Monkey.
The monkey, yeah. The monkey's gonna find him.
Print. All right, Fred, let's do it.
The monkey saves him.
Yep,
and how did the monkey get through the desert without drinking water? That's my question. Maybe I guess the monkey's
a miracle monkey.
Script. Because it says so in script. The monkey read that script. He's like, "That's my part."
That's a good pitch meeting. Anyways.
It would be.
It's just some good stuff.
All right.
Wow.
Do you mind
Jinx.
if I? Yeah, thanks. Do you mind if I close? I'd like to close. I haven't closed in a while.
Go ahead.
All right. So we will conclude our beautiful, fantastic show tonight. If you like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, please leave some comments below. If not, that's okay. Leave those comments below. And we are on various platforms. Just find us on Inside the Booth TV or Inside the Booth. We are almost everywhere. We're getting to be everywhere. We need your subscriptions and your I was doing so well until I just brain fart.
It's all good.
Subscriptions and hit that bell button. Just subscribe wherever we are. Subscribe and follow. Okay, that's
right.
all we ask. Subscribe, follow. Make sure you visit our website insidethebooth.tv.com. There you will find our donate page, our shop page. That's how you can support us. Also, don't forget Patreon. Patreon is a place where we will have exclusive videos. One day, all these live footages will only be on Patreon. We'll be live on YouTube, but we won't have this downloaded. We'll have it edited, maybe like 10 minutes or so. But if you want to see the full thing, it's going to be on Patreon. There you can support us as well for a monthly subscription of $1. That's right, $1. That will help us. That will help us a lot in our building content. We want to build more good content for everybody. So there you go. So thank you for showing up tonight on Inside the Booth. And this is David, and that is Dan, and this is Matt. Oh, I can't. Anyways,
you see our names here on the road.
They're the best.
Right here.
That's right. Check out our names right there.
Woo-woo. We got names.
All right,
everybody.
And don't forget, Tuesday night, 9 p.m.
Yes,
we
this
have
Tuesday. Don't miss us.
T for 2 is being interviewed by these two beautiful guys here. I might show up if I am able to, but these two beautiful men here. That's right. I'll be a special guest on Tuesday night. not T for 2. I don't even know the guy's name. What's his name?
His name is Casey.
Casey from T for 2 will be on Inside the Booth.
Nice.
So, and you don't want to miss it because it is our last day for Apocalyptic Month. So this is it. And when we start in May, we're starting a new theme. May the 4th be with you.
I like Star Trek too.
All right. Everybody have a great night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.